Well, there we go, folks. This is Mount Buller, pretty much the kind of the area you hit when you get to the top of the mountain first. So there's a bunch of shops, ski lifts and the runs and the hotels are back behind me and over here as well. All hotels. You can see they're building stuff. It is a great mountain for skiing during the winter and mountain biking during the summer. It is fantastic. It's about 4 hours give and take a bit from Melbourne, so it's not too far, maybe even less, but we'll drive right to the top and I'll give you a look from the top. But this is Mount Buller here. Well, this is not right at the top, but it's as far as I can go. There is a road that goes right to the top, but they've got that blocked off at the moment. So this is, I think this is Burke Street, this particular run, ski run. So, but this is it, the top of Buller. I'm not taking my helmet off because it's too cold. I'm going to ride back down now, back down on the asphalt, back to my car, and try and warm up because it's getting cold real quick. Alright, I'll see you back at the car. So I'm back at the car now, and my whole ride was 7.5 hours. So from when I left here in the morning to do my loop and come back was 7.5 hours, and I've done all up 148 kilometers. So my whole loop was 148 kilometers. I did it on one tank of fuel, which is fine. The fuel light didn't go on, so I should still have plenty in reserve. But yeah, that's my loop, and my bike is a 2018 model WR250r. So it's a good bike. I think it's 2018, might be 17, but this is exactly how I bought it. I haven't done anything to it. I had a DR650 before this and I just swapped it, mainly for the weight difference. So, but it's a good bike, no problems. It goes through this bush stuff perfectly fine. It's got good suspension and it sits on the highway at 100 kilometers an hour if you like to sit on the highway all day. So yeah, it's a good bike, good track today. So 148 kilometers. I'll show you once more where I went, just hang on a second. So, in case you want to do it yourself one day, I'm here at Carter's Road camping area. I rode up here, Carter's Road to Tomahawk Hut, along here up this track to Refugee Hut, along here road number 3 to the circuit road, around the circuit road, past Craig's Hut to Peter's Corner, down to Peter's Corner to King Hut, up this road called something, Speculation Road, up here to Mount Cobbler, not Mount Cobbler, Cobbler Lake, a little bit further to the viewing point of the waterfalls, then back the same way to here, back to Peter's Corner, up to Craig's Hut, along Clear Hills Road, down the monument, along the circuit road to Howqua Gap Hut. From there, along the Logging Corn Hill Road, oops, sorry, that's not right, along, yeah, Corn Hill Road, this one here, to Mount Buller, up to the top of Buller, back along all this stuff, back here, along the asphalt, back to the camp spot. So, it was 148 kilometres and took 7.5 hours. of pretty much riding non-stop. The only time I stopped was when I was videoing, and then to eat something, and that was about it. So it's a full day, but it's a good ride. And there's my bike up at Mansfield in the Victorian High country, and yeah, Mount Sterling tracks and Mount Cobbler tracks. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the ride. See you next time. Well, here's one more thing for you. I did 148 kilometers through the mountains, up and down the mountains. 148 kilometers, and I just put this jerry can in it, and it filled it right to the top. And when I left this morning, it was filled right to the top. So I did 148 kilometers through the mountains on 5 litres worth of fuel, and this jerry can wasn't quite full. So I'd say 4.5 litres of fuel. Yeah, 4.5 litres of fuel, or 5, but the tank wasn't full. 5 litres of fuel got me 148 kilometers through the mountains here in the high country on the WR250r. That sounds like very, very good fuel economy to me. So anyway, all those people out there that like to know about fuel and whether these bikes are good on fuel, that'll give you an idea on what I got. 148 kilometers on just under 5 litres of fuel through the mountains in the high country. And that's good. See you next time. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, that way you'll get notified to all my new videos when I upload them. And if you want to contact me, you can do so through my website, the link's in the description below. See you next time.